All right, hello guys. To do another video here, I'm going to use quarterback today. Maker will work. I mentioned yesterday about using Royal Ball. Also, if you have Thor 6, Thor 7, Epoch 6, Epoch 7, you can do that rough bump that you've seen a lot of my opponents do on this one. The only reason I'm not doing it is because, it's kind of obvious and self-explanatory. I mean, you've seen it in the videos, you see what it does. What I've been trying to do is kind of get alternate shots for guys that might be a little bit underclubbed. So, do keep in mind that, that is probably the safest, smartest, easiest way about going about it. However, I'm basically, going to do two different methods today. You guys saw that I was trying to yesterday just kind of curl it over into the fairway a couple of times. And I'm going to continue to give you another revision trying to get over that way. But aside from that, I'm probably going to maybe lay up with one attempt in that first fairway as well. So that's another option that you have, is to lay up right here about as aggressive as possible, and then you can do kind of a top spin, either horizon, cataclysm, full top spin, and try to get it up just as far. So those are kind of gonna be your options. Here you can see with the jewel ball how much, so this is the first time you've seen this, and the more you curl it, the better. So if you have Android curl, it's better to go Android here. Here you can see they're just using normal phone. With the good ball, that may push them out to the rough, because this ball's so long. We'll see. You can see that you start to get really close to that rough. So you really do need to kind of be careful. But you can see that, obviously that's going to be a good shot. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to try it a little bit differently. So I can see that it looks like I'm going to land in the bunker full. So what you're going to see me do is go, that's one full target, and then maybe about 2 to 3 extra rings right here. And I'm not going to go full. I'm going to take off just a little bit to try to keep it short of that sand. Have enough control on it, and might require 4 top spins, for example. You can see that I actually outdrove the jewel. So getting it out that way, even with the quarterback, you can see we're going to be able to get it up there. The biggest hurdle that you're going to have is stopping it. So if you wanted to back off and maybe use 3 top spin or 4 top spin, it's going to cut harder to the right, and it's also going to stop from going into the rough. And it's just a counting game. It should hook very consistently, especially into a headwind. That's just going to all be about your release point timing. But it looks like, even, and that's one of the reasons that I'm bringing that club, is very accurate. So if you want to know why, I'm doing the thing that I'm doing, and let's just say, for argument here, instead of going for the layup, I'm just going to go out and pitch straight across. So let's just say we could have got to right here, and we'll just see what this spot looks like, because I had my opponent pretty well outdrove. Even in Epoch 7, it's going to be hard to rough bump it as far as I am right now. They can maybe get out to where I am, but very few other people are going to be up this far. So let's just take a look at what it looks like. So you can see, a quarterback out driving, Apocalypse. It's kind of a funny thing. especially a Pak 7. I think my opponent had a Pak 6 Jewel Ball, which is one of the best combinations for headwinds as you can, other than a Pak 7. But here you can see how much farther we'll be. In fact, this might be far enough that I can start to think about, if I can get it up this far, I can actually start to think about cutting this over and getting this to a lot closer to the hole. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to use a little bit of topspin, and I'm going to curl it. Now also keep in mind that I'm going to get very aggressive, and that's because when I actually do this curl, it's not going to land. It's not going to make it back this far right. So that's why I'm getting this aggressive. So let's see. It looks like I curled it right up here. So just a little bit more topspin, and you can see that I'll be able to actually get this one hole. If I can master that topspin, whether it's 3 or 4, somewhere in there, I can start to curl it and get it over towards the hole, and you can see how much more easy this pitch is going to be. Also, I'm going to have to do, I could even shorten this if I wanted to. I wouldn't necessarily recommend or say that you have to do this, but if you wanted to, do it like this, I'm not going to do it, but just be very careful. But you should be able to even get that, onto the putting surface. I was trying to guess how much topspin I was going to need, and definitely wanted to make sure that I bumped it through the rough, because if you up that topspin and miss the rough, you're going to actually put yourself in worse position. So just something to be thinking about. But there you have it. Very interesting, conclusion there, going about playing it that way. So good luck, and catch you guys on the next hole.